Tap in. We're like Studio 220 live right now, literally live.
This shit, motherfucking internet good. If not, we just gonna record it. I can run it every day. What the fuck going on? We gonna run the interview and shit, you know what I'm saying? Chop it up for a little bit. Well, damn. The future, hip hop and R&B. Oh shit! Look at me. Hold on. First of all, let's get this man a real introduction. Goddamn. We got motherfucking D Ranks in the building.
What's the deal?
You know the vibes.
Studio 220 live in the building.
You already know, man. Hell yeah. How you doing today, man?
Oh man, all is well, man. I'm excited, happy to be on, bro.
Hell
Honestly,
yeah.
happy to be here.
Thanks for coming through, man. You know, I told you when I met you the other day, like, I'm telling people, come get some free content and shit. Niggas ain't trying to
I'm
come
pulling
through.
right up, like no itinerary or nothing. We just gonna vibe it out.
Yeah, we gonna do it
Yeah.
the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just to give you a quick, brief introduction of what we do here at Studio 220, man. I wanted to be like the hood Arsenio Hall. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I love that.
I fuck with the people that come through. I fuck with the music. I fuck with the culture. Like, I don't want to just limit it to people that just do music, but people that's involved culturally and community wise and what they doing as far as like trying to better people and better themselves. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So the last guest we had on here, his name was Avatar. He's from Canada. He does like educational content in terms of like hip hop and shit.
Okay.
But he's here on the talent visa. You know what I'm saying? Just cool shit that makes the artist them, and you know
the individual them.
Yeah, it makes it the individual them, and then we also highlight a musical performance at the end.
Absolutamente. Let's get
You
it
feel
there.
me?
Yeah,
You feel me? So, first of all, man, just go ahead and give a brief introduction to yourself. Where you from? What's your name? How you come up with your name? How long you been doing music?
I'm from right here. I'm from the land, Los Angeles, California, born and raised.
Hell yeah.
And as far as my name goes, my name is D Ranks, and my name is Deshaun Rankins. So I just try to be as just authentic and pure, you know what I'm saying, as possible. You feel me? Like, and as far as my style of music and my content style, like, I just love talking about life through my eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like just LA, being black, growing up in the city, in urban communities, you know, and just it's just me, bro. I don't know. Honestly, like I stay tapped in with the community. All of this type of stuff it just comes out in the music, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can't fake who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't really you can try to put something out that you're not real.
It won't last though.
Yeah, it ain't gonna translate.
People, you know, it resonates. You know, people resonate.
Shout out Lil Spiffy Juice in the chat. Another 1500 alumni.
Hey, shout out 1500 too.
Yeah, man. So you said you grew up here. You've been a part of the community. Me coming here from New York, I noticed like the culture is very different out here.
Y'all be saying that.
Cause I'm gonna say this, bro. Let me get this shit out of the
talk to me.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Out there, you know, it's people from like Dominican Republic, it's people from Jamaica, people from Trinidad, Puerto Rico, fucking India, like it's just a super melting pot of all types of people.
It's that here too, though.
It is, but it's different.
Like we may not have the Puerto Rican, Dominican culture as prominent on the West Coast as y'all have it on the East Coast. Yeah. But we definitely have that Latin Hispanic culture heavy over here. Yeah. You know, it's California connected right to Mexico. You know, Arizona, like all of that. Like it's really heavy out there. And just to even touch on that too, like. Because of Los Angeles, California, it's the reason why I have access to so many different cultures of food and so many different cultures of music. You know what I mean? Like the Indians with their curry, they killing.
Yeah,
you feel me? Hell yeah. And then you got the Hispanics with the street tacos. They got the street taco. I grew up eating street tacos and burritos, and I love Mexican candy. You know what I'm saying? I really rock with it. Then you got heavy like Little Ethiopia. In LA, you got the Asian community. It's a heavy melting pot, and honestly, I feel like I've been everywhere. I used to drive trucks, bro. Yeah. Like across America, from the East Coast to the West Coast back to the East Coast, parked in the South. Like I done did it.
That's dope.
I think that the only city comparable to Los Angeles for real, as far as you know, being an up tempo melting pot, would have to be New York. You know,
yeah, for sure.
It's not gold. The street code, you know, the fast pacedness, the diversity of so many different cultures, you know, and even seeing so many different cultures in the city structures and art tagging on a building, like, you know, those are two main things that you're gonna see from coast to coast. We not too different, bro.
Nah. Well, you know, when I said that, I was thinking of a specific situation. So I know it might sound a little negative, but. This Mexican chick out here at my job, she was talking to me and shit. Right. She was like, yeah, we was talking about New York and LA and shit. And she was like, yeah, but Puerto Ricans are like the black people of Spanish people. And I was like,
I can see that.
What the fuck? What the fuck that's supposed to mean?
I can see that though. I can see that. Like they got the darker texture. They got the curlier hair. You know, they got the Africanoid features, you know.
Okay.
And low key, if I see what she's saying, even though she could be saying it from a hateful space because he looking up like, what are you looking at? It's my thoughts.
The chat.
Yeah.
Coastal cities. It's a lot of cultures because they're coastal cities. New York and LA for sure the same. Yeah, no cap.
Yeah, nah. But I feel like, you know, it's some truth in that though. Like it's some truth in that because you got a little Africanoid blended with the Puerto Rican culture. You know, if you want to be honest, if you want to go all the way back to the transatlantic slave trade you know, you feel me? When you got it really get up in there. You know, and even though I could tell like they be a little bit shady out here, low key. It just would come with it. And you're not from here, you definitely be like, I caught you. You. But it is some truth to that too, you know, and it ain't nothing negative. It's the truth. Like, yeah, they is low key the niggas or the Hispanics, and I hope they ride with us the way we be riding with them. We got Fat Joe, we got Kevin Gates, the Puerto Ricans, said in the community that say nigga, and we love them, bro. Like it's the truth.
All right. So let me ask you this: how would you, because you said you were in the health and wellness space too?
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I don't trust. I don't trust the doctor. I don't trust the news.
How did your upbringing contribute to you following that path?
Honestly, man, I've just always been a skeptic. Like I've just always been a skeptic. I always just had questions. Like I just never was a person who you could just tell to, you know, follow somebody or follow something because this person of stature says something. Like I need to see and hear and feel about, you know, results. I just got to go with what feels right to me personally. And I know in just Western culture, I kind of don't trust the doctors. I don't trust the hospitals. I don't trust any of the institutions.
Man,
it feels like going to a jail, bro. It feels like going to some type of holding center. The lights is the same, the smell, the coldness, you know. It just makes me not want to be there. And you know, I never see healed people come out of hospitals. You know what I'm saying? You get patients come out of hospitals. I don't see healed people come out of hospitals.
Damn.
You know, they're called practices because they be practicing. Yeah, I don't want to be practiced on. I can practice on myself. So
pause. Nah.
What your ass say?
But like just learning about like, you know, like herbs being medicine.
Yeah.
If herbs is the real medicine, then you know, just getting tapped in with the ancestors, the ways of our ancestors before everything was monetized and
westernized and shit.
And people were being pushed as cattle to the slaughter, you know, for capital gains.
Yeah.
I just want to get back to when our ancestors was picking oranges off the trees and biting right into the whole fruit and taking the skin with it because so many vitamins and nutrients come with that. And what that do is going to build the immune system up so it can repel any airborne diseases that they may be making in these labs and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't, like, it be certain shit like getting a flu shot. Is them injecting the flu into you and your body is fighting it off. Logically, it just doesn't make sense to me. And it hurts, bro. Like, it hurts. I got tattoos, but it hurts though. It hurts to stick in it. It just don't make sense. So I'm always gonna ask questions. I'm always gonna be like, nah, if there's a better way, I'm gonna figure it the hell out.
Yeah,
And I wear glasses, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, that shit is pretty small too. But no, I wanted to say,
still can't see it.
Before I go to that question up there, I wanted to say I'm with you 100% on not trusting Western medicine.
Yeah.
In terms of like, you know, of course, you know, these people go to school and they learn things and this, that, and the third. But like, yes, there was before Westernized medicine, they were doing things with herbs and. You know what I'm saying?
And they
putting
still
shit together.
do. Ayurvedic medicine is very well and very alive and well, and it's made its way back because of COVID. You know, and I was on this stuff way before COVID because I had my own personal health and wellness issues. You know what I mean? Like I used to get everything I seen at the drive-thru. You know what I'm saying? And what that does to the body, to the skin, to the digestive tract, and even sleeping patterns and shit. Like I had to heal myself, bro. Like it just comes with discipline, and plus if you listen to your body, like your body will tell you when to give and when to take. Like your body will say eat more plants if you listen. Your body will tell you to drink more water. You just gotta listen. Your body can say, hey man, I want to eat a donut today. Let's eat a donut. Like you just gotta know when to listen, bro.
Yeah, 80-20 rule, man. So, I wanted to touch on that too. Like, I went to the doctor and I was having some personal health issues on some like, them niggas like, yeah, you pre-diabetic. And I was like, fuck. Cause that shit running my family. Then it was like, oh, you get your cholesterol kind of high. And I'm like, damn, I don't eat crazy. But then I was like, damn, what I was doing was I go to the gym, and I used to live in Atlanta too. And I go to Publix right after the gym.
Shout out to Atlanta.
And get that little $5 bag of the Publix wings, nigga.
I know you're talking about.
And after every workout, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, fucking up that fried chicken was fucking up my cholesterol.
Right.
And I went to a nurse practitioner, and not the lady that it was her establishment. It was like one of the people that worked there. She was like, you need to get some red yeast rice and take that shit for your cholesterol. And I was like, all right, cool. Cause I don't really fuck with pills, and like motherfuckers always prescribing you the wrong medication. And you know what I'm saying? So I was taking the red yeast rice for a second, and it took my shit down. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's all natural, organic plant shit.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying,
bro? It's the nutritionists, the nutritionalists, the people that's gonna come through and tell you what to eat better in order to heal the body. Because the body is a self-healing organism, you know. Facts. And it's like, I used to work out heavy too, and I had the same ideology. Like, you know, I'm gonna eat whatever I want because I work out. Like, that's not really how it worked. That was like years ago. That was like a lifetime ago. Like, you don't even have to work out as much unless you just want to be super toned. Even with the super tone, it's like you can get that from a lot of dietary, you know, and eating patterns. You feel me? I don't even like to call it dietary. Live it eating patterns. So you can just add stuff like moringa powder, bro. Getting up drinking moringa powder, which is like a green plant. It's called the miracle plant because you can eat it from the root to the tulip. It's like, you know, based with so many vitamin C supplements, like more vitamin C than 10 oranges. shit like that, shit that controls your blood sugar levels. So if you gonna eat a pound of fried chicken after your gym, also add you a little bit of moringa powder to your water and just down that joint so it can help control your blood sugar levels and even help filter out the cholesterol. You feel me? Like everything is with a balance, because I find that a lot of people turn health and wellness into a freaking prison. We not. I've been there before. I just got out. I just got out of that prison, bro. It's like everything doesn't have to be so fine and restrictive. You know what I mean? A lot of people need to tighten up, but that don't mean put yourself in jail. You know what I mean? Like it's about balance. Everything in life is about balance. So if a nigga just choose, even somebody watching this, if they choose to eat a bucket of fried chicken after their gym routine, then how about you throw some moringa water, a teaspoon of moringa powder in your water with a key lime. And just kind of regulate the situation a little better and help get that shit up out of you. Shout out to the people leaving all of the comments. I can't see it with my glasses
I'm
on,
read
so
it
I'll
all.
take them off.
So Lil Spiffy Juice said, what is one of the biggest health changes you made from Western medicine? And then he said, it is a business that they try to make profits off sickness, but you have to do your research. There's advances in medicines that we are developing. It's 100% the food we eat in America. Cool. He said, so what are the biggest health challenges you made from Western medicine? Biggest health changes.
I don't mess with nothing. Like, you know, that's the change. I don't mess with nothing from them, man. Like I'm telling you, like the most I might have to do is like an aspirin, and that's because I'm dealing with a wisdom tooth. I done did the oregano oil, I done did the clove oil, I done did all of the situations. It's to the point now where I gotta take a couple of aspirins to make the pain subside. Like, but I don't mess with them. Like I'm for real, bro. I don't mess with them. No shade and no hate to anybody that, you know, because I know people benefit from it as well.
Right.
It's just, you know, it's not in my life. It's not in my cards right now, at least. You know.
It's funny that we even having this conversation because this last month I've been taking this certification to personal train people and shit.
That's what's up, bro.
And I've been like, really like, okay, I should take this a little more serious than I've been taking it, because, you know, I worked out most of my life, but just on
you look like a bodyguard too. You look like you can
funny as
get a nigga up off you easy.
Just on some, but I always done it on some, like, you know, my family. I seen my mother get sick from diabetes and high blood pressure, and my uncle passed away recently from that shit.
Man,
so it's like I always wanted to be proactive in that situation and be like, I'm not gonna get this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, now that I'm reading about it and like understanding, I'm like, damn, like I could use even music and fitness as like one to like make my purpose a little more widespread and a little more reasonable and feasible. You know what I'm saying? And
as you say that, my apologies. Bro.
No, you good.
I just feel it on my heart to say this may not even be for you.
Sorry for somebody in the chat.
Everybody dies.
Yeah.
You know, and I know a lot of people make, you know, certain health life changes because, you know, they may have a loved one that transition and they like, oh shit, you know, I don't want to, you know, and we may cut out things that bring us joy because, you know, for the sake of some type of discipline in the hopes of, you know, living this long life. But is the life fulfilling if you're not getting your full enjoyment because you put yourself into this prison? Like, so I feel like we have to really get acquainted with the idea that everybody dies, bro. And it's like the steps that we take to just be more fulfilled here in the moment. You know, of course we want to be just more health conscious of certain things, but like I said, at the same time, we don't want to be moving in a level of fear or just be conscious of it because, you know, I have people in my family that deal with X, Y, and Z. You know, I don't want to just be nervous about it every time I'm moving and it's shaking like, oh, I ain't had no sour cream in 6 months and I probably shouldn't do that because my uncle did. Those are the type of prisons I'm talking about. You mean?
Yeah, you don't want to live like that, but you also want to, like, be preventative in your measures because especially
absolutely.
if you're not moving the body around and shit, and you're not getting no type of exercise.
And no way I'm telling people that, all I'm telling people for real is live life to their fullest extent, because we don't know if, you know what I'm saying, a nigga can get hit by a bus or asteroid, you feel me, and you didn't cut out a couple of pleasures in hopes to live in this long, you know what I'm saying? It's like we really don't know, you feel me? All I'm saying is do what make you happy and health, and I find joy in health and wellness.
Yeah, facts,
you know,
facts,
and I don't
facts.
want people to be coming over here and turning my shit into their prison. I done been there before. I done been in relationships like that, where women will change shit about what they do that's true to themselves to try to fit this mold, and then ultimately they end up hating and resenting everything about this because this is not true to them. And that's what a lot of people do with their health journeys. That's what a lot of people do with a lot of different shit in their life. Like whatever we do, as long as you finding joy and pleasure in that shit, then you good to go. As long as you ain't stressed out to the point where you having palpitations in your chest and shortens of breath, you good, bro.
Yeah.
I've been watching old ass people that's 80, 90 years old that eat pork chops every week. You feel me? Like I've had conversations with people that get it, that's old as fuck, that they just get it, bro. It ain't about none of the stuff that we think it's about, but at the same time, you do want to kind of be a little conscious, but we don't gotta just be overzealous and create prisons. I apologize. I hope that was for somebody though.
Yeah, I feel it. I mean, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, man. So we got a music performance from you.
We do.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So we gonna do New Moon. We gonna do Okay.
For sure. And how? Before we get started on that, this be like last question too. How did you end up at 1500?
Oh man, you said community work, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm from LA. I'm from the land, born and raised, and like I was a knucklehead growing up. I tore up the community just like most youth do. I ended up getting in trouble, and I went away. I went away for a long time, and I came home, and my mindset was a lot different, and I just started doing a lot of giving back into my community. I started volunteering at any organization that would have me, and even volunteering at any stores, even for free. You know what I mean? To make my presence known, just to give back. And in doing that, one of the organizations had offered me a scholarship to 1500 or nothing Sound Academy, full pay ride, like the whole full course, bro.
That's dope.
And I got to shout out LA Urban League for that, and shout out to everything that 1500 Sound Academy is about and has done. You know, I know they paused in the curriculum and the academy right now, but meeting with people like you, you know, it's up to us to keep this shit going and shit. You know, it's a lot of beautiful creatives. Even the music that, you know, I'm gonna be performing in a bit is music that was done with the helping hands of 1500 collaboratives.
Hell yeah.
Monia Shaibi is on New Moon, and Iceman Sam did the mix mastering, engineering, and everything. And shout out to my personal producer, beat maker, Dwight Wilson, Lebanon the Great.
Pay up, nigga.
So you worked with some students from 1500 for these songs you about to perform?
Yeah, like all my. Honestly, I'm working with the people that's right in front of me, bro.
Yeah, that's
you
gotta
know,
pay attention to that.
I'm working with everybody that's here. Like, it's some beautiful, talented people, and like, I'm here to rock with all of them and collaborate as much as I possibly can. Yeah, and plus too, like your people is gonna bless you.
Yeah, facts.
You know, shout out to the people, because you know, you got people like Iceman Sam. He's a beast. He's cold with the engineering and the mixing and mastering and stuff. And you stay in the house and building those relationships, I will stay there as long as I can. You feel me? That's how I'm at with it, and just continuing to build with each other. Cause when you looking at people that's in their classes, that's up, they always at the bottom together too. So a lot of the stuff that I'm gonna continue to be pushing out, I'm gonna be pushing it out with all of the 1,500 people that I done met along the way. You feel me? I want to collaborate with them as much as possible, whether it be with their music or on mine or whatever we got going. Like that's what we on for sure though.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, shit, we gonna get started into this next scene. Get this performance going with my man D Ranks in this motherfucker. Yeah. So we gonna take about 20 minutes. I'll start the stream back up, man, and y'all pull up, man, and watch the performance with D Ranks, man. We gonna be back.
20-minute intermission.
I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
Thank y'all for tapping
in. Yo, what's up, guys? Like and subscribe if you with this content.
We hopping off planes, you know what's the vibes. When I'm pulling up, you hear the V8, you know we outside. Yeah, bad little bitch, even though she a 10, gotta keep me a 9. I'm at the store when it's hot, little nigga, don't play with that fire. I ain't coming Maybach yet, but you know this coupe got stars in it. It's feeling like deja vu, I knew one day we'd be all winning. I beat the odds in it, when you talk to me, you gotta talk different. I got a big bag, like my knees bag, gotta walk different.
I'm just praying to God something happens, like I have a conversation with somebody or something, you know. I'm not looking for nobody to save me as a grown-ass man, but I'm like, bro, I just need an opportunity. I shake James' hand, I shake Rent's hand, I pose with the certificate. I'm just like, this is just the beginning.
I gotta rate my homie, man. His name is Bash. I like the beats he makes on his stream. He used to be my camera guy. He's an artist and he raps. Just go check it out.
T-Pain Raid? Holy sh**.
They got the window open upstairs and I just hear laughing hysterically. Ah! I'm talking about laughing at me on my way out with all my shit in my car, bro. You know, I got my whole life with me, so I got my studio equipment, I got my camera, I got this, I got that, I got my Ethernet cable. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm just finna stream from the hotel, bro. The best news that I got out of this whole year was you've been accepted into the Recording Academy. That was my reason for coming to Los Angeles. That was the reason why James Fauntleroy gave me that scholarship to go to 1500 to be a Grammy Award winning artist and producer. The heart and tenacity that I've developed in this time, I don't see any other way I would have been able to develop it. And you say you want all these things, prove it.
Cast spells on a new moon. Yes. Do magic on a new moon. Set intentions on a new moon. Start new on a new moon. Yes. Rest up on a new moon. There's no moon. Time to get into D-Ranks. Yes. All streaming platforms. Set intentions on a new moon. Start new on a new moon. Rest up on a new moon. That's a great time to get into it. I am connected to source. Yes. Ancestors using my voice, and I'm surrounded by witches, of course. But they don't rob rooms anymore. We just refuse conform. Weird shit is part of our norm. Charges of crystals and storms. You go to pharmacies, we go to farms. I'm tired of being reborn. But if the lesson is missed, you must live it again. I just had to experience life through whatever position the planets was in. I probably lost them again. I just be studying cosmos. Black people always been here. Science prove that through the 5 souls. I know how the shift goes. Level up, stay 10 toes. From the concrete, I've been rose. I don't been corners or been rolls. From the thin gold, I've been shine. Learned that when I did time. It's a dark moon, you don't see the light. New moons when you see the slice. So cast spells on the new moon. Oh God. Do magic on a new moon. Set intentions on a new moon. Start new on a new moon. Yes. Rest up on a new moon. That's a great time to get in tune. Cast spells on a new moon. Yes. Do magic on a new moon. Set intentions on a new moon. Start new on a new moon. Yes. Rest up on a new moon. That's a great time to get in tune. The candles is lit for a reason. This is a magical season. Setting intentions, I had to go deep. But knowing it's sleep, but I'm kind of a dreamer. I'd have been taking some trips without physically leaving and physically fighting my demons. Consistently watching the numbers in sequence. I'm trying to uncover the meaning. The universe knows she appealing. Ancestors all in my dealings. See, I done traveled a couple of ceilings. And I'm learning to master my feelings. I've been healing through spiritual practices and studying herbs for the medicine. The ancestors left me to heaven since. And I birthed all to show you I'm heaven sent. Messages coming through them constellations. Peep out the planets is all in them placements. I'm doing rituals, following phases. Burning the candles and burning up pages. Energy there, so it's right that I use it. People should know when they being in blue. Riding on waves when it's coming from Luna. And that's why I study the movement. So cast spells on a new moon. Yes. Do magic on a new moon. Set intentions on a new moon. Start new on a new moon. Yes. Rest up on a new moon. That's a great time to get in tune. Cast spells on a new moon. Yes. Do magic on a new moon. Set intentions on a new moon. Start new on a new moon. Yes. Rest up on a new moon. That's a great time to get in tune. Getting in tune cause it's overdue. Rest up, what we supposed to do. Drink mug, award and Blue Lotus too. And watch how the signs come to you. Yeah. You gotta learn how to work with the energies. It's there for everybody to use. You gotta be real intentional about everything that you do. That's what it means to stay woke, you feel me? Pay attention. No more. And shout out Monia Shaibi. Shout out 1500. Shout out Studio 220 Live. D-Ranks everywhere. Yes, sir. We live. It's okay. This is called okay.
Got like 50 left stones or crystals on.
You feel me?
Stay in tune. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm not playing with these.
You ready?
Good vibes, yeah.
Pocket full of stones, I'm feeling like they ain't those. Got the same sandals on, y'all shooting them hat on. And I done spent nights living in bandos. I ain't never gave up, but definitely came close. It was hella situations that definitely prayed on beautiful story nights. Vincent Van Gogh. Every farm fall, my feet I do land on. Everything turn gold, then I'm putting my hands on. This is God work. I monitor how the sky work. Then I use that to manifest my desires. Keep me in the dark so you can see how the light works. No lie woods, cause people be stealing lighters. Even when it's bad, I know it be for the greater good. I see the world pain, growing up in the neighborhood. All this blood money reminding me of a paper cut. Lots got long, I seriously didn't make the cut. I still got, but failed for a couple people. My heart broken half, that means that I love them evil. Fire moon sign like fire inside a needle. Her Adrian Nefertiti, that's why she driving the Beetle. So if you want the tea, I'll pour you some stinger needle. Surviving in the hood requires a bit of ego. Gold over money acquired by the kilo. The jewelry I hold dear and I'm keeping the Escondido.
Okay.
That's Spanish for hidden, by the way.
Do this my way.
Just like a lot of
the one to obey.
gems.
Always signing a
Music.
retrograde. Okay.
Why would I care about what they say? I don't even bow to the God they pray. I ain't never lived life that way. Okay. I'ma do this my way. I am not the one to obey. It's always something in retrograde. Okay. It's always something in retrograde.
Why would I care about what
What are we talking about?
I don't even bow to the God
Come on,
they
stop
pray.
playing with me.
I ain't never lived life that way.
When I started to dress humble, the energy felt better. I know I'm in tune, I'm starting to feel netter. This is my reign, I'm manipulating the weather and the signs been Yeah, I gotta put it together. After applying pressure, I got me a pair though. I spent $1 on the lottery, honestly never know. And if the cops ask questions, I honestly never know. When my daughter FaceTime, I answer the telephone. My jewelry is set in stone and wrapped in precious metal. I've been a field nigga, so I've been hanging the metals in order to break cycles. Take your foot off the pedal in order to clear the air. Wait till the dust settles. Hanging the tough fellas made it a little harder. Every time I mess up, it make me a little smarter. It took me a little longer, really, but not really. I long accept the fact that niggas do not get me. I know I'm in rare form, I'm supposed to be praying for them. All of it's spiritual, the reason my hair long. And no, I'm not game, you kids can play along. It's deeper than skin tone, the reason we prayed on. The truth is based on, it's something that's never spoken. Some of us really chosen to show you how heaven open, to show you what heaven is, the mind where the weapon is. I'm sharp in the air to sin, and writers is medicine. I'ma do this my way, I am not the one to obey. It's always something in a retrograde, okay. Why would I care about what they say? I don't even bow to the God they pray. I ain't never lived life that way, okay. I'ma do this my way, I am not the one to obey. It's always something in a retrograde, okay. Why would I care about what they say? I don't even bow to the God they pray. I ain't never lived life that way, okay. I know niggas are listening like, what you mean you don't even bow to the guy? You could always tell what people worship by how they move. You could say one thing, but it's your actions, you feel me? Just for a little clarity. I'ma do this my way, I am not the one to obey. It's always something in retro, okay. Why would I care about what they say? I don't even bow to the God they pray. I ain't never lived life that way, okay. I'ma do this my way, I am not the one to obey. It's always something in retro, okay. Stop trying to tell me that. It's always something in retro. Live your life, you feel me? What they talking about? Okay. I don't even bow to the God they praise. Okay. Hey, shout out Studio 220 Live, man. Oh, man, what's up? Shout out Sebastian-Francis.
Man, shout out to D Ranks. Shout out to D Ranks. I'm gonna make sure this shit. Let me swap with you right quick. Let me hop on this side real quick. Pause, bro. I want to say shout out to D Ranks coming through Studio 220 Live, shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? We had a quick little chop up. Make sure you follow this brother, man. Make sure you drop the social media and all that stuff where they can find you at. But I'm about to give you the mic, bro. No, you good. These 1,500 niggas put a community together of really dope, talented artists, man. So I'm glad that we could all connect and like do these ideas and these platforms, etc. And yeah, man, just let them know where to find you at and all that shit, bro.
Absolutely, it's D-Ranks, RANKS on all platforms. Like, I don't care where you at. If you type it in, D-RANKS, I'ma pop up. And if I'm not there, if it don't pop up, then I'm not there. Go to the next platform. But D-Ranks, wherever you streaming your music, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, like, tap in. I'll tap right back in, you feel me?
Well, man, appreciate y'all pulling up. For everybody that is in this jump. Who that? Lil Spiffy Juice, he talking about let's go. Yeah, you see what's happening, Lil Spiffy Juice? You need to pull up, nigga. You just dropped the project. Bring your ass over here and do one of these, man. Yeah, man, D-Ranks, I appreciate you pulling up, dog. It's been real, great conversation. You know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up, but till next time, peace.